just one quick chart today. No complicated spreadsheets, not a lot of data, but I think very meaningful data. So, what would the effect be on the various cryptocurrency networks if $1 out of every $1 million of US dollars, I'm using here, if one out of every $1 million went from bank accounts, from people's PayPal, Venmo, just the money people have sitting around that they use to buy things or that businesses have sitting around to buy things. If $1 out of every million went into crypto, what would the effect of that money be on the network? What percentage of its market cap would that be here? So for Bitcoin, it's nothing. This would make no difference uh, at all. For Dogecoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, this would make a tiny bit of a difference, less than half a percentage. It would make up less than half a percentage point of their current total market cap. For substantially lower market cap coin like Dash, it'd be 6%, a 6% increase, just $1 out of every $1 million that is out there in circulation. I think this illustrates a pretty important point that I think is counterintuitive to people, and it's counterintuitive for a good reason, because we we tend to believe that things that are bigger and more well established will work better, will continue to have an advantage over smaller upstart ventures, and usually there's a good reason for that. That reason is network effect. Um, a lot of people have tried to recreate Facebook. Google even tried to recreate Facebook, and they couldn't do it because Facebook had a network effect. All of your friends and all of your family were already on Facebook. So why would they switch to using, Google Plus or whatever else comes along? Um, and at the end of the day, even if you make a substantially better social network, which I would argue some of Facebook's competitors were much better. Um, but Facebook already had everybody on it. Nobody's going to change. And I think people have that feeling about crypto as well. That Bitcoin already has this huge network effect and nobody's going to switch. But when we're talking about currency, where is that network effect? How many people are actually using Bitcoin to buy anything? I mean, given the artificial limitation on its transaction volume, not very many people even could theoretically. Not really many more than currently use it. And I'm going to kind of set Bitcoin aside at this point because it really isn't a payment network. It's here for a point of reference. Bitcoin is not competing um, for the currency use case anymore. It's not in the running. So the other four coins on here, I think are. These are by a wide margin the most widely used and widely accepted cryptocurrencies. Um, so what is the relative advantage of each of these networks in network effect? Now you can argue this a lot, and I thought about making some other charts for this presentation showing that data. There's certainly advantages that Dogecoin has. There's a lot of things going on top of that. A lot of people are using it for various things. Litecoin certainly has a lot of people using it because it's lower fees than Bitcoin, but still accepted most places. Bitcoin Cash obviously is the same kind of deal. There's various communities that use a lot of Bitcoin Cash. Dash has the Spritz Finance option for bill paying. Its entire community is people who want to use crypto for currency. But the reason I didn't make any charts to show these comparisons is that um, if we're being realistic, the network effect of all of these coins is zero. Um, it is so small that it's completely irrelevant. Um, you wouldn't talk about Facebook having an unsurmountable network effect if its network was 150 people, um, or even 50,000 people. It just doesn't matter at that point, and that's I don't want to put a number on where these networks are at, but the number of people that are using any of these coins for their daily transactions is completely trivial. There is no network effect. There is no advantage that any of these coins have in terms of actual usage. And usage does matter. There might be more people investing money in Bitcoin, but that doesn't create a network effect because they're not spending it.